you a little bit about my husband today. You know, I talk about him quite a bit, and I know that you guys have seen him, but did you know he hadn't had a vacation in a very long time? Now, you're going to think that this story that I'm telling you isn't true, but I'm telling you, it is true. Every bit of it is true. Some people know it's true because they've heard me tell this before. But anyway, he hadn't had a vacation in a very, very long time, and he told me he wanted to go on a safari. I said, a safari? I said, we're not going to go on a safari. Oh, I can't do that, no. And he said, well, I'd really like to go out and see all the wildlife and everything. And I said, we have so much wildlife around here. Like, I don't see why you have to go somewhere different. Anyway, he said that he did have to. Well, let me just explain it to you. We lived in Nova Scotia, and there was all kinds of wildlife there, but we lived in a little house, really little, 450 square feet, really, really little. People lived upstairs, but we lived on the bottom floor, and it was right next to a stream. It was small, it was cheap, and it was also full of bugs. It used to be an old mill or something, so we had bugs. Every morning, I'd lay in bed, covers up to my neck, say, Bill, could you go on spider patrol? And he would have to get out of bed. He'd go walking all the way into the bedroom or into the bathroom, checking all along the way for spiders. He'd kill every daddy long leg that he saw. So that's how we knew that there was daddy long legs. Then we discovered that in the walls, because it used to be an old mill, all kinds of little beetle bugs. That's right, beetle bugs, little ones. They couldn't live out in a regular room. They were living in the walls. They'd crawl out at night, and they'd get about 1 inch from the baseboard and tip over, legs up in the air, dead. They couldn't live out there, but they would get about 1 inch. So every morning, I had my little dust buster, and I went around 1 inch from the baseboards, and I sucked up all the beetle bodies. Thought it couldn't get any worse than that. Mice. Mice started coming in. We tried everything. They taunted us. They would come in, they'd run across our sticky traps. They never were caught in an actual mouse trap. We felt really cruel doing that. They wouldn't find them. And they just ran. They were so light, they just ran across the other traps. And then Bill said, I don't think they're mice. I think they might be little baby moles or something, he said, because they're so light. He said, well, we're getting rid of them. So anyway, so off we went to the store, and we got ourselves one of these little things you plug in the wall, and it makes a sound that we can't hear, and it scares them away. And it really did work. We stopped seeing them. We're getting to the safari. One day, I woke up, I went to the living room, and I sat down. And I saw something out of the corner of my eye. And it fell from the ceiling to the floor. And I went, what was that? Took a good look. Second one, to the floor. Snakes. Snakes! Little black ones with yellow rings around their neck. I said to Bill, you want a safari? You're getting a safari. That was all I could handle. I said, I'm leaving. I'm not coming home until you have 2 snakes in a bucket. I said, and just so you know, you're not going to put those snakes in that pond and they're going to come back in here. I want proof that you caught 2 snakes and put them in a bucket. So there better be 2 snakes in a bucket when I get back home. He's a safari man himself. I said, put on your tacky gear and away we go. Anyway, when I came home, we had 1 snake caught in a bucket. 1. I saw 2 fall. 1. So I said, what? He said, don't worry. I know where the other one went. I said, you do? Where did it go? He said, it crawled beneath the baseboard or slithered beneath the baseboard and it's in the wall. I said, in the wall? And he goes, yes, but don't worry. I've taken care of the problem. I couldn't see how that could be possible, but whatever. What's your plan? His plan, he got duct tape and he duct taped all around the entire house, duct taped from the baseboard to the floor. So anything that was in the wall could now not come out. And I said to him, I don't think that's going to work, but it's the best we can do. So we phoned the landlord and said, okay, this is what we've done. And we were waiting for the apartment building to be finished because we were going to be moving into it. And luckily, it was being done in a couple of months. I said it was like living in a Fear Factor episode. I can't believe I ever did it. I cannot believe it. Cheap is not always cheerful. Okay, that's my story for today. See you tomorrow.